Hi. So we're starting our very first of the Meet the Animals edition. This is Rose. Rose is a corn snake. She is the sunset version of a corn snake. So you may notice that her eyes are sort of pinkish because she is part albino. So this is a manufactured snake for the most part. You need to have a corn snake, and then you need to have an albino corn snake, and then they need to mate. In reality, that wouldn't happen unless they're in captivity. Now, Rose is more than 10 years old and was completely full grown when she was found. Now, you might be asking, why is this snake at the Nature Museum? And the reason is because she's sort of one of our mascots, I guess. Typically, she is at Kahnawake Museum because that's where she was found. And Harriman State Park is one of those places where people oftentimes will do what we call an animal dump. And it's just that. They have a pet, they don't want it any longer, and unfortunately they feel they're gonna set it free into the wild. So Rose most definitely is someone's pet that either was dumped, or I'm not sure why anybody would take a snake on a picnic, was brought to a picnic and somehow got away. But she was found under a dumpster, and she did have some burn marks, and she's very twisted up right now, but I'm gonna show you her tail. Her tail still has scars from that adventure. She was burned. She was also very, very thin at that time. But a couple of the park maintenance people, they called me over, and I went with a pillowcase to go pick her up. And quite frankly, I didn't know that it was going to be this kind of snake. I was told it was an orange snake. From the very beginning, she's been this docile, and she will allow you to do just about anything. Now, I know sometimes we ask ourselves silly questions like, how does a snake go to the bathroom? Where is a snake butt? Well, I'm going to show you where a snake butt might be. So if you look at the underside of a snake, there are single scale, and then it changes. There's two larger scales, and then there are two scales all the way down to the tail. On the end of Rose's tail, you can actually feel bone, because I think a part of it did get burned away. But these scales here, which on Rose right now are very, very shiny because she just recently shed, that's their form of locomotion. So these scales help to just connect with whatever substrate there is and allow them to move forward. Scales on the top are much smaller. Her pattern is there. Her skin, when she sheds it, has no color, and that's part of her albino half of her genetics. But when those two snakes do mate, they don't always come up with a sunset like this one. And if you look in PetSmart or other pet stores, you'll see that they're not inexpensive either. Are all snakes this friendly? No, they're not. And even some pet snakes are not this friendly, but Rose is. You can even kind of bump her on the nose if you want to. She's a great educational tool. And the snake that we have here that she's most related to would be the black rat snake. So I hope you enjoyed meeting Rose today. We'll talk another time about how she eats, and perhaps maybe we'll even get a little video of that at some point. Have a great day.